Come to Workiv. Workiv is basically a job board which is native to Arkiv network, and it brings the LinkedIn experience to decentralized build. Over here, anyone can come up and they can be posting their jobs, or any person can come up and they can be finding opportunities as well. So in this way, they can be help to build their career, and at the same time, they will be able to own their professional identity on Arkiv. There would be no need of any middlemen or any lock-in. They would be having a hiring freedom in true manner. So all a person has, this is the landing page of our job board, and any person can just come up and just connect their MetaMask wallet, and once they do that, it will check whether they have an existing profile or not. And in case if they don't have, they can be registering for it. For example, let me enter my name, and then I can either be writing looking for opportunities in decentralized ecosystem, or I can be coming up for hiring purposes. Let's say I've written this, and then let me just use my image maybe. Let me just take an image of this, and then I can be choosing how long I want to keep my profile. Essentially, I can keep it for lifetime as well. So in order to do that, I can be extending it later as well. So let's create my profile. And it will take a bit amount of time. And once the profile has been created, we can have a look that its entity has been we have got its entity key over here, and then we can be viewing it on the Explorer as well. So our Workiv profile is ready. Once a profile is ready, we can be either deleting it once our need gets fulfilled, or we can be clicking on jobs. And once we click on jobs, it will start fetching all the available jobs. And let's wait a bit. And then once it fetches, we can have a look that there is this one particular job, and then there is this other second particular job, and there are quite a few of them. So in case if I want to apply in any of them, then I can be clicking on apply to this job, and then I can just be entering some cover letter. Let's say I'm a really good developer and I want to work here, and then I can be just writing my year of experience. Then I can be just let's say I just take this portfolio, and then I just enter my LinkedIn. So I can just be entering my LinkedIn, and then I can be just clicking on submitting application. And once I click submit my application, then we will get an entity key for that as well. It will show as applied, and we will have a look that a transaction would have been submitted on Explorer as well. And in order to check for that, we can the company which has hired will have a look over here of all the application details. If they click on the portfolio, they will be redirected to the link tree, and if they click on this LinkedIn, they will be redirected to this link as well, and then they will have a look at the cover letter over here as well. And so this is from the user perspective. They can be applying to any job which is available. So let's come to the perspective of an organization. So what an organization can be doing is they can be just clicking on my listings in order to check if they have listed any job or not, and they can be creating a company. Let's say I create a company by the name Skate Chain, let's say, and then I can just select the industry in which they are. Let's just select finance for now. Maybe I can select any location, let's say San Francisco, and then we have the company size, then we have the website. Let's say we enter this website, and then we write this founded year. Then we can be writing the LinkedIn for the company, and let's say this is the Twitter of the company, and then we can be entering the logo URL, and then we can be writing the company description. This is all test data, of course. Then once we create the company, we will get the entity key for this as well. So essentially, every data which is being stored over here is being stored in a transaction form and has an entity key of itself. And let's say I click on post new job over here, so I can be selecting the logo, and then I can be writing the job title, and then I can be writing the company name, and then I can be writing the location, then work location. Let's say I'm offering this guy 100K and max of 200K. Then I can just have just write some external apply link, and then I can be having I can be writing the duration for which I want this job to be listed, and then I can be writing the job description here, and then I can be clicking on post job. So once this job is posted, we will get the transaction hash for it as well. I'll show all of them at the end in this Mendoza as well. So let me just fetch this address. Yeah, the job has been posted, and then once the job has been posted, then we can be having a look at the job board and wait for the time once it fetches all the jobs. So let's wait a bit. Yeah, so as we can see, we are listed for developer 100K to 200K and all the details. So any person can come up and they can be either writing apply on company site, and they can be having a look at view details. And once a person clicks on view details, then they can have a look at the on-chain data as well. The entity key will essentially be displayed over here, and they can view it on the Explorer too. So we are using Mendoza Explorer for it, Mendoza testnet, which is Arkiv L3, and we can have a look at the entity details over here. So these are all the details of the job, and any person who wants to have a look at all the jobs can essentially be using the filters over here as well. He can filter out all the jobs on the basis of the discipline and on the basis of the remote, on the basis of the location as well. So here are all the jobs which are being displayed. And also essentially I want to also highlight that any person can come up and create their company, as I mentioned before, and they can either be posting the job, and the company itself can be having a look at all the job listings which it has done so far. So this is essentially what Workiv is about. Also, I had added one interesting feature over here, wherein a company can come up and they can be featuring a job for a very short duration of time as well, just like stories on Instagram, wherein they can be featuring duration of 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 24 hours. Let's say they feature it for 24 hours, and just click on feature. So we'll wait a bit so that the entity key is generated and it gets deployed on the Arkiv testnet. Yeah, so it will fetch it in a bit. So by the time, let me refresh it in a minute, and we can have a look that 2 of them have got applied. This is from a separate address, and this is from the address which I deployed just now. And I can click on remove as well, in case if I want to, and I can click on Explorer in order to see the entity key of this job. And if I click on Explorer link of this one, I can have a look at the entity key of this particular application as well. And we can have a look that this was deployed 1 hour ago and this is deployed just 30 seconds ago. And in order to apply, if I want to apply on this, I can click on this and I can simply mention the details as I had shown previously and then click on submit application over here. So this is how this entire website works. Make sure to explore it out, and any of your reviews would definitely be appreciated. And let me just show you the GitHub URL for it. The GitHub URL for it is this Workiv, and in case if you want to reach out to me, do reach out to me on Twitter. So thanks a lot for this. Thanks a lot for viewing this project. It was really amazing building this. Thanks a lot.